Ever withdrawn cash late at night? It can be a little unnerving, right? The deserted streets, the single glow of the ATM screen. For one woman, a quick late-night stop for cash turned into the most terrifying experience of her life. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah had just finished a late shift at work and needed some cash for the next day. The city was quiet, almost eerily so. She found an ATM booth, one of those small, standalone glass boxes on a street corner, and stepped inside. As she inserted her card and started punching in her PIN, she felt a sudden chill. You know that feeling like you're being watched? She glanced around. The street was empty. She shrugged it off, attributing it to late-night jitters. But as she waited for the machine to dispense her money, she caught a movement in the reflection on the ATM screen. It was faint, but it was there. Her heart started to pound. She slowly looked up at the glass wall of the booth in front of her. Reflected in the dark glass, she saw a figure. A tall, shadowy man was standing right behind her. He was just standing there, completely still, his face obscured by the darkness. Panic surged through her. She was trapped in a tiny glass box with a stranger. Her first instinct was to scream, to run. She spun around, bracing for an attack. But there was no one there. The booth was empty, just as it had been when she walked in. Her breath caught in her throat. She looked back at the glass. The reflection was gone. Was she losing her mind? Was it just a trick of the light, a weird reflection from something outside? She tried to calm herself down. Her hands were shaking so much she could barely grab the cash and her card from the machine. She just wanted to get out of there. But as she reached for the door, she froze. The door was locked. She hadn't locked it. She pushed, then pulled, then rattled the handle frantically. It wouldn't budge. She was locked inside. Now, sheer terror took over. She hammered on the glass, screaming for help, but the streets remained deserted. She looked back at the ATM, her eyes drawn to the small, dark lens of the security camera above the screen. A thought sparked in her mind: the footage. If someone was messing with her, the camera would have caught it. The police could check the footage. This thought gave her a sliver of hope. She took out her phone and dialed the emergency number, her voice trembling as she explained her situation. Within minutes, 2 police officers arrived. They managed to pry the door open, and a frantic Sarah stumbled out, gasping for air. She told them everything: the reflection, the man, the locked door. The officers were skeptical, but they agreed to check the ATM security footage. They went to the bank the next day to review the tapes from that time. What they saw made their blood run cold. The footage from inside the booth was grainy but clear. It showed Sarah at the machine, just as she'd said. But she wasn't alone. Standing right behind her, almost touching her, was a tall, dark figure. It stood there, motionless, for the entire time she was in the booth. The camera had captured 2 people. But here's the truly horrifying part. The footage from the street camera, the one pointing at the front of the ATM booth, showed only 1 person entering and 1 person leaving. Sarah. The man was never seen entering or exiting the booth. He was just ... inside with her. To this day, no one can explain who or what that figure was. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? The next time you're alone at an ATM, maybe take a quick look over your shoulder. You never know who might be standing there with you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more strange stories. Stay safe out there.